Hey everyone, Josh here, welcome back to the channel. So it's like midnight, it's like 11:30. I'm just getting around to doing today's kind of listing video. I'm going to do it in segments because my bed is full of stuff and I think doing it by by brand is easier. So we're going to start with the Royal Doulton stuff first. Now, I've got 3 more teacups and saucers. Well, I'm actually going to make these into trios, so add like side plates with these and the one I've got listed currently. Because just having a quick little look on the computer, they're selling a bit better that way. And I will list them for £8 a trio, plus postage. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 11.85 all in. 2 spare teacups for £6.99 plus postage. They don't have a lot of value really as spare and replacements, but it's just getting rid of them. 4 more soup bowls. Now, these have quite a bit of value in bigger bundles. 4 of them are selling for £30. And if you wonder what I'm looking at, it's just my notes. £30 for 4 of them, so that's a nice little listing. I have 2 already in draft with saucers that I think I'm listing for like £20 or something. I can't remember what I said now. But without saucers, less value. So if I had a plethora of saucers, I'd be in like 60 odd quid worth here. But I don't, so I'm making do with what I've got. And then the last 2 listings, cake plate, kind of salad sort of plate. I think that's going for £6.99 plus postage. And 2 more side plates because I don't really need them. I don't have anything I need to trio or bundle up. I think that is going for £9.99. In total, you can see my notes here in pencil. In total, that is a listing value of £77 odd. So that's the first bundle. Now, the next lot is Royal Doulton Tapestry, and I didn't add a total up for this, but it's £15 and 3 lots of £8. So I'll do the maths here in a minute. Not a whole lot. We've got £15 for 8 side plates. I'm not trioing these because I've got some weird saucers. And I really don't know why. So teacups. Teacups. 2 of these I'm listing for £7.99 plus post with a mini saucer and a regular saucer. I don't know where these have come from. I had 2, 4, 6 of them. There was no espresso cups or anything, so again, I'm not sure. But I thought if I do them together, they can have a choice of which saucer they want, if that makes sense. Like, I'm selling them cheap enough for it not to really worry. But I don't know. I thought that was a nice little bundle there. They can have a small saucer if they want to carry it, or a big one for the table, or whatever they want to do. It just gets rid of it. I've looked on eBay, I can't find any of these smaller saucers. I don't really know what they're for. Anyway, £7.99 for them. The side plate's £15, all right? Now onto the next lot. There's 2 more. So we're on 1/2 a sheet of paper. We're on the Shelley China now. This is the Pompadour pattern. Now what I've just learned is there's 2 variants. There is a ruffled floral effect, and then a smooth effect. So each one of these has got a different pattern name, or pattern style. It's the same Pompadour pattern. And some of the stuff goes for silly money. There's a multi-choice listing up the minute. If you have a look at Shelley Pompadour, it should pop up. They have sold 6 bowls to one person for £18 each individually. So I'm a little bit sad that I didn't get any of the bowls or the dinner plates because they're selling for like £20 each. However, these cake plates, they're selling for £15 individually. And I've got quite a wad. Now, sadly, some of mine are seconds. They are a little bit defected, a little bit over, what's it called? They are a little bit overdone in the kiln. I'm sure there's like kiln burn marks or something. There's a name to it. I cannot think of the top of my head. But some of them have got like some little sort of smudging. See on the edge there of the rim. Some of them have got little specks. So I can't list mine at that price, which is really annoying. Bearing in mind, I only paid £10 for this set. I'm not expecting millions. I'm just expecting a nice little £200 profit. So, where's my piece of paper gone? Here we go. So, these 4, because there's a couple of defected ones in there, a couple of, darker, shadowy marks from the kiln sort of burning the glaze a little bit. £25. That's my money back already on the lot. 5 for £35. And to be honest, I want to get rid of them cheapish because then they're not going to sit around for ages. And that's the big issue I have at the minute, is stuff sitting around too long. So Smaller one, again, perfect example of the defects on them. £10 on that one, even though it is a little marked because this was slightly rarer. 4 saucers, the sort of flat pattern, 25. These are perfect condition. I've then got 3 of these. They look like tulips to me. Like, they have a very floral flower sort of shape to them. And again, the flower saucer, £15 each on them. I've got 3 of them. And I am rushing this now because it's midnight and I want to go to bed. I've got to edit it first. That'll take about an hour. I'll be in bed about 3 o'clock in the morning. Anyway. And then I've got 3 of these soup mugs. Now, I've already listed 2 of them. And you'll see them on my eBay. I think they're like £10 because they are quite badly burnt. Not burnt, misfired. That's the word I'm looking for. I've just had to look it up. They're slightly misfired. So there's 2 on there for 10. Now, none of these are misfires. So I'm going to list these for £10 each because they're much better condition than the others. And I've also got, finally, a Pompadour jug, which, again, not sure how to price it because there's none on eBay. That multi-quantity listing that I found earlier had a gravy jug and saucer for 35. So I've gone 25 and we'll see. It's more of a large creamer, like a custard kind of jug. I don't know if 25 is too high. It's one of these patterns where it's quite rare. This Shelly bottom stamp is from, I think it's 1940s to 1960s, I believe it said on the listing. So they're fairly old. Probably why they're not made amazingly well. Like this one here has got a few misfire bits on as well, so I might lower it, I'm not too sure. But yeah, that's that lot. There's a listing total there of £195. We're on the last lot. And just to add, I'm really annoyed this is cracked because I think that's really, really quite dainty and sweet. The pattern's really nice, floral inside, but it's got a whopping great big crack down it. You can see they are, so that's a shame, but that's kind of what the set looks like. I think they're quite nice. So the last lot is the Booths, which I've said a few times and some of you were a little bit confused. It is actually part of the Royal Doulton Company brand. Booths is just like an offshoot of it, like a sub kind of brand. So whoever had this set before me or before I went to the auction house really liked espresso because I've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots of the espresso cups going up. And I've already got 2 listed, so there's loads of them. But I've only got 3 lots of these teacups and saucers. So, again, whoever had it before must have loved espresso or coffee and not so much tea. And I might as well show you the jug, because there's only 3 things. There's a jug as well. The teacup and saucer, 3 of them at £4.99 each. Espresso doing 2s, so duos. Espressos times 5, £9.99 each, and then the jug at £5.50 because it's got some chippage on the bottom here. Now, that equals £70.42, which gives me a grand total of all the listing today of £383.36. I need another £406.56. Now, I said I would kind of show you what I haven't got listed. To be honest, there's nothing left here. I spent the day rummaging, looking for stuff that I haven't yet shown you, and there's nothing here. So I'm going to cheat again, but this is then the end of this series. So kind of cheating to end it and cheating to hit the goal. Hopefully you'll forgive me. But I've got this military, is it military? Like old gun case? I don't know what you'd call it. Someone I'm sure knows. Now the door is a little bit warped. However, inside is about 700 1950s to 1975 postcards, which I got at auction for £10. Bargain. Now, I think the box is worth some money on its own. I don't know how much. If you have an idea, let me know. Shame about the door. I don't know if that could maybe be bent back, possibly. 30 quid, 50 quid, let me know, please, because I've got no idea. I don't really sell this kind of stuff. But the postcards will get me that remaining £406, so I'm going to call that a goal achieved. I'm going to call that a job well done. So if you've been with me from the start, from day one, thank you. We didn't quite do the full 43 days. We did have to lose a couple here and there. But tomorrow I'm back at the cafe. It reopens tomorrow. I've just been printing menus and stuff ready to go. These are the mock-ups, like the draft ones. I've been busy printing these tonight and sorting that all out. So I won't have any more time to come back and do the 400 and something pounds for whatever. So I thought I'd end it today. Thank you all for watching the whole 38 days, 39 days. I think it's like 38 days or something, 37 days. But yeah, that is me done. I obviously have got quite a bit of backlog now to list because I've been very, very busy with the cafe. But yeah, we hit our goals. We've listed that many items without including the postcards, just what I've kind of shown you today, for that much value. Crazy. I've had all that squirreled in this bedroom for the last probably 2 years. It's crazy to think, but also now I've unsquirreled it. I can't really move in this room without stepping over stuff. There's boxes everywhere, so I kind of now need to spend this week focusing back on the cafe, but also focusing back on getting things uploaded. I've been drafting. I found it easier to sit and draft like 50 at once and then do the photographs, and then I can have like a day or two off. I might have to go back to doing, 10 drafts, 10 photographs a day. I've set up a little light box room area. You can see there, down here. So I can do photographs at, any time of day. But again, I'm going to have to slow down because the cafe is now a priority. We had someone, and I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday, we had someone who was going to start working tomorrow. They called us up at 9 o'clock this evening to say they don't want to work. What is going on with this world? I don't know. 9 months we've been looking for staff and no one. With increased wages, paid break, paid lunch, you name it, we could probably offer it. But no one wants to work, which is a weird conundrum that we're in at the minute. So I have to go focus on the cafe. I'm going to end it here today. I will most likely come back at some point and do like a little roundup to say, this is how I found it, this is what I did, what would I do differently next year or this year coming, because I'm going to do it again in December. 100% doing this again for my backlog that I built up this year. So if you didn't join this time, you can join in December. It will be shorter. We won't be doing 30 odd days. I'll probably just do like 15 days. Or maybe 12, and it could be like the 12 days of Christmas, if that makes sense. So we'll probably do 12 or 15-ish days this year, and we'll probably aim for probably the same amount of listings and the same kind of original listing value of like £4,000. So yeah, if you did join, how did you do? Let me know. I'm going to love you and leave you. I will see you when I physically possibly can. Please bear with me. I don't know what's going on at the minute. I'm kind of here, there, and everywhere. I'll see you soon.